PvP is a very important element to World of Warcraft, and the variety of people who do PvP is vast. So today, let's take a look at 10 types of PvPers, although there are many more. Number 1. The Team Player. Now there's one type of PvPer that apparently exists, at least according to legend, but they are so elusive that cryptozoologists have been working in the field for years trying to find one. The team player is a player who actually goes for the objectives. He tells his arena mates that they're doing a really good job, even if they lose, and he's an individual who actually does very well in PvP and encourages others to reach the same heights. In Greek mythology, the myths referred to this type of player as Exiti Nostori, which translates to, damn, this guy's pretty swag, dog. Since the days of Socrates, sightings have abounded of this type of player, but no living one has ever been captured yet for scientific study. On the off chance that you do stumble upon a team player, please contact the Society for Cryptozoology immediately, as discovering hard scientific proof of these creatures' existence would change the face of science as we know it. Until that day comes, according to the scientific community at least, the team player just doesn't exist. And maybe he doesn't. We may never know. Number 2. The guy who complains that his team sucks in every battleground. Now listen, I get it. As a little boy, your dad liked to creep up into your bedroom at night to play Cave Explorer, alright? I understand. However, that does not give you the right to take out your frustration on other players in this game. This type of PvPer annoys everybody because rather than actually playing the game, he'll just stand around doing little to nothing, and instead, he'll just complain the entire game about how bad his team sucks. It doesn't even matter if you're winning, doesn't matter if you're losing. This guy seriously gets off to insulting his teammates, so he just does it every game. Now you might be under the impression that he's a really good player, and he's just frustrated that his team isn't up to his skill level. But you would be wrong, because if you check this guy's stats in each game, he is always at the very bottom. And God help you if you dare to point this out to him. Number 3. The guy who fights in the road/middle. There's a darkness in the hearts of men. Something you just can't control at times. As you sit in the shadows of your basement, you just can't shake that feeling that sometimes eats at the back of your subconscious. The middle. The middle. The middle. The desire to just be a complete fucking idiot, avoid objectives, and fight in the middle. It just eats at you. And sometimes this feeling can overtake people. It's understandable. I get it, we're not perfect. But you can't let this darkness consume you. Don't fight in the middle when there's a flag to be grabbed in Warsong Gulch. And don't find yourself on the road in Arathi Basin dying to another player as the base you left undefended gets captured. In the end, if this evil does overtake you, and your sanity teeters on the brink, well, you're just pissing off the rest of your team because, god damn it, can you just fight on the objective instead? I mean, how hard is it? Number 4. The person who queues as a healer, but isn't in a healing spec. In Norse mythology, there are these beings called the Jotun. They are giants of chaos. Now, some people believe that these creatures do not exist, but they do. There are beings dedicated to taking the universe back into its primordial form, where there is no order or laws to govern what is up and what is down, and these types of players, they're the agents of chaos. This piece of shit right here will queue up as a healer, and when he joins the battleground, you're excited because, hey, you got a healer now, that's great. Now you have a good chance of winning and staying alive, provided that this guy is cool and, sticks with the main group. But then you notice something. He's a shadow priest. Or he's in cat form. And then it dawns on you. You click him, press inspect, and and you see that he's not in a healing spec at all. Your mind begins to blur, and the whispers of the Jotun set in as the battleground begins, all while this so-called healer runs straight into the middle, and he dies like a fucking idiot. Number 5. The Horde player who caps Snowfall Graveyard.
What the hell, man? What are you thinking there? You're making us lose like a
Heck, sorry.
Number 6. The Silent Demigod. There's one type of player that is a legend among the player base. He has no name, no title, and he has no ambition. He has nobody on his friends list or his BattleNet, but he's adored by millions. He's a silent guardian, a demigod among the simple folk of Azeroth. This player enters into a BG and is always on top in either healing, killing blows, flag captures, doesn't matter. But he never speaks a word, and when people message him, they're greeted with nothing but silence. When the weak are about to die, he's the one that charges in and saves them. When a flag is about to be taken, he is the first responder to protect the base. For years, he's looked out for us all when he enters into a battleground, and for years to come, we'll thank him for his service towards achieving victory for our team. So thank you, my silent guardian. Thank you. Number 7. The Ganker. If there's one thing that I love, it's the suffering of the innocent, but this kind of PvPer takes it way too far. The Ganker is a type of PvPer who doesn't exactly fit in when it comes to BGs and arena teams. Whenever he does join, he's usually laughed at and picked on, and so this ridicule has changed him for the worst over time. Realizing that he has no place among the other PvPers, and realizing that he has no skill whatsoever in PvP, the Ganker roams the forests of Azeroth, hunting down low-level players and killing them for sport. He is truly evil, as these low-level players have no means to defend themselves. Police reports suggest that each day, over 50,000 players are ganked, leading to long-term depression and PTSD in those afflicted. Please, if you have any information towards finding these gankers and removing them from the server, give us a call at 1-800-FUCK-YOU. I was just trying to mine that goddamn copper node. Number 8. AFK Andy.
Alright, Andy, here's the plan. Just make sure there's no rogues on me and we'll be golden. For the love of God, please don't go AFK during the match. It really pisses me off. Alright, let's go. Andy! Andy! Where are you, Andy? Oh, God, the rogues are here! No! Oh, God, please don't give me a wet willy! Oh, God! God damn it, Andy!
Number 9. The guy who does arenas with his friends because he thinks they're good at PvP, but they actually aren't. Sometimes, when the stars align, 2 to 5 sweaty males will get together in a room and they'll say to themselves, "Hey, let's make an arena team, guys." They make one. They give it an edgy as hell name like Darkness Rising, and they sit and talk about how they're gonna climb the ladders, be rank 1 on the server, and just be adored by the PvP community. But they forgot one very important thing, and it's the fact that they suck. This group of friends will lose nearly every match, but sometimes they do manage to get some decent ratings when the real PvPers take a break from the game. Now when this happens, these arena players will brag all about how they're the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they will constantly tell you about their arena rating just in an attempt to look cool. It's times like these that I'm thankful for being such a revolting beast, that I don't have any friends, because I would just hate to become like these guys. Number 10. The Veteran of Wars Long Past. There's one type of PvPer who has seen it all. He's killed millions of players throughout the years, and sometimes he just finds himself sitting alone atop Blackrock Mountain, remembering. He remembers the battles of South Shore and Terran Mill, the fights to hold control over Blackrock Mountain, the storming of the Dark Portal, the battles in the Dragonflight, and more. He's a grizzled veteran whose heart weighs heavy by his years of service to either the Alliance or the Horde. Some say that he longs for the glory days of the past, and he'll spam trade chat about how things were so much better back in the day. Others just say that he's a grumpy old man who spends way too much time playing this damn game. But one thing is certain, he's a veteran PvPer with years of experience under his belt, and he is a true hero of either the Horde or the Alliance.